Okay, we're live. What'd you think about that little opening? Wasn't that cool?
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm
You're high
liking this
class,
stuff.
girlfriend.
Yes. So, everybody, if you have not met me before, my name is Deann. This is Deann Shieldmain Tarot. I do personal, political, and paranormal videos because I just love all those things. So, but
Right.
today I am so blessed and happy. I got with me Superwoman here on my channel because I heard you tell Arthur that you were Superwoman. I'm like, yes, you are. Because she has done. Am I the fourth or the fifth? How many have
Well,
you done today?
I had two people die, and my beloved cousin died of ALS. This wasn't unexpected. The thing is, she couldn't talk, she couldn't move. She could move her right hand a little bit. She couldn't talk. Her mouth was agape. Her husband, God bless him, he suctioned her every 2 hours, but she was awake. She was alert. But she went so peacefully. It was such a blessing that, it's sad, but it's also a relief that she's no longer suffering.
Well, I seen the picture of her, and she was just beautiful. Just a beautiful girl. So were you. You were young. You were hot.
Oh, thank you, girl.
I bet you had a lot of guys after you when you were young.
Yeah, my dance card was full back in the day. But she married a guy she met, and they stayed together 47 years. But she told me a story that I love. She said, I noticed Daniel, her husband, was the one always cooking, and so we got to be calling him Chef. Chef, could you make us a burger? Chef, can you? Anyway, so Daniel was always cooking. She said, yeah, one day when the boys were little, he come home and he said, what's that smell? She had her spatula. She said, I'm cooking. And she threw the spatula. Yeah, I'm broadcasting on my channel too, Lisa. So hold on. I don't know what's going on here. She threw the spatula down and she said, you know what? You can do all the cooking.
Yeah, my husband one time
she meant it, and he did all the cooking from there on in.
Wow.
So
I remember Dale when I took him, he was griping about me going to the grocery store, and he says, you paid this much money and you didn't even bring home any meat. And I go, you go to the grocery store then. So we went. I had him go with me, and I'm like, you go get the stuff you want. Let's see how much you spend. And he looked at the milk. He goes, $2 something for a gallon of milk. He said it out loud in front of everybody. Uh-oh, we lost Linda. She'll be back, you guys. Anyway, he said it out loud for everybody. And I'm like, see, I told you. I think it's like my grandpa. He tried to give my Auntie Viv $1 for a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread. And that was not going to cut it. So I'm waiting for her. You guys, I am terrible about typing in the chat. So please forgive me. I know you're here, and I appreciate you all. She should be back. Her internet was sounding kind of weird there. So there she comes. Internet's being goofy, huh?
No, I did that by accidentally because Lisa was saying, are you sharing on your channel? And when I went to look at my channel, I cut us off. I should just leave it alone. It's on there. I'm just going to leave it alone.
Yeah, and your voice is kind of coming in and out too. It's a little bit like your voice comes and goes. So it must be the internet's weird. I heard the 25th was
because right now you're
who was it? Susan was talking to am I doing it too? Do I sound like I'm coming in and out? Well, doggone it. Let me change something on my settings real quick. See if this helps. Okay, is that better? Can you hear me better now?
Right now it's okay. Lisa's saying, blame it on me. I'm not blaming you, girlfriend. You asked me a question. I went to look and I accidentally cut everybody off. Can you hear me okay?
Well, yeah, I can. I didn't know if it was your internet or mine, but Susan said the 25th and had Karen on, this astrologer lady, and she said something about it with the planets were going to be aligned with Mars, and it was a way that something could happen with Trump, that it was when we had the eclipse, it was going to be the same energy of the eclipse. So she was saying today there could be some kind of weird stuff happening, just like when we had the eclipse, and that something could happen with Trump. So I don't know, but I'm watching, you know. Yes, I know. I hadn't been up on the politics for a while because I've been trying to work on my website and work on the business here for a little bit. So I got a little behind, but I got caught up, and oh my gosh, so much is going on. So I had to make a list of some stuff that I had looked at.
Yeah,
I found
I'm
out
glad you did. And
Well,
don't forget, Deann's going to be with us in our Chicago event with Mel.
yes, I'm so excited about that. I'm so
I am
excited.
too. I get to meet you.
I'm excited. And Dale's going to come volunteer too. So he's going to help
Awesome.
whatever you need. And it's going to be my first time driving in Chicago downtown. So I'm a little nervous about it, but I sell these little same people can manifest stuff. So I'm going to manifest my butt getting down there and driving in it. And once I do it, I'll be proud of myself.
You'll be
just
fine.
like
Yeah.
I didn't think I could do YouTube. I did it. I didn't think I could do a website, and I did it. So I can get to Chicago. I'm motivated to see you guys.
Yeah.
So, and I'll bring all my oils and samples and all that stuff for you guys.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Water Lily. We got some moderators here.
I know I've got such good moderators. So do you too. That helps. I don't know what I'd do without you guys.
They are fantastic.
Well, here's some questions I put down.
Okay. I love me some questions, girl.
All right. So, and I read on these before to save time because we only have a 35 minutes, you guys, because my grandchildren have just been adopted after 4 years of waiting, and we're going to have a party for them, and Grandma and Grandpa have to be there.
What kind of dessert are you having?
What kind of dessert?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not supposed to have. I'm trying to lose weight before I see you guys, but because you only see me from the top up, I'm afraid you're going to see me. And I'm like, but I can't seem to do it. I just love coffee.
All that matters to me is the dessert.
Yes. Well, we're on pizza. We're going to a pizza place, which is my favorite food. One Mexican food and pizza. So here's one thing. Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Did you see? I know you've seen this because you keep up on everything, but they're accusing the FBI and Biden of trying to assassinate him. So I'm wondering, do you feel like they're doing this because they want somebody one of their nut people to assassinate Biden? You know, or
Trump is much ado about nothing. And there's craze in the MAGA. But let me tell you, I tell people, don't worry, because where's the big crowd in New York? The ones he said that the police are keeping back. There's 2 or 3 people showing up. He doesn't, it's not like January 6th. There might be little terrorist action going on. But the FBI showed up fully armed when they went to Biden's house, too. So the guy's crazy. But Jack Smith asked Eileen Conan to put a thing, what do you call it, where you make somebody stop saying that? He wants
gag order.
He wants a gag order. And how much you want to bet she doesn't do it and he goes above her head, and this is when the trouble starts for her?
I think so too. I feel like she's gonna be out, but I feel like I wrote something down on that on here. I think I'll double check when we get to the question, but I think it was like October or something like that. But I see her being taken out.
Yeah.
You know, because she's obviously biased. It's ridiculous that they're letting this go on. But I think with that too, I think that MTG and Trump sitting there hollering about that, they said the same. They go, did they do this to Biden? Yes, it was on the paper for Biden. That if you're gonna come up, if they're coming, you got top secret documents, and somebody comes to shoot them, they have permission to shoot back.
But no, he reported himself.
Yeah, he did, and he
lied.
Yeah. And Marjorie Taylor Greene says, well, they had no business raiding his thing. Well, why didn't they? They found all these top secret documents. They found he gave stuff about the submarine to somebody and the information out. I think they did find more. So why wouldn't they raid him?
Yeah.
You know? And it's a search warrant a lot. It's not, a raid. They act like they come in there with battle gear and they're, you know what I mean? Pushing. He wasn't even there, I don't think.
Right.
Yeah, I think that the dangerous part is, though, he does have some nutty people. Not all of them, but there is some nutty people that will look at that as, oh yeah, well, I want to get rid of. I had my the store across the street. I was going to the hardware store, and he said somebody needs to shoot that SOB. I'm talking about Biden, and I didn't even bring up politics. Look at those gas prices. Look at those gas prices. And I said, well, do you know Biden tried to give them a bill to try to stop them from gouging us, and they voted against it? Do you know that Trump said that he wanted to just have everything fall apart, the border and everything, so that he would be the only one who could fix it? He just gave me a dirty look and turned around. But I
Yeah.
thought, what kind of thing to tell a customer who's not even talking politics starts pointing at the gas prices saying we need to shoot Biden? So there is.
Was he a customer or was he the owner?
He was the person behind the counter, the manager.
No.
And I was scared. When I said that, I thought, oh gosh, should I say this? And somebody in the store behind me said something like that to me. So there are people that are going to do that. So I feel they have given Biden a little extra security because of this, just in case. But I feel he's going to be fine because they kind of let themselves be known. And then Auntie Vaughn said, hi, Deann and Linda. Will a guilty verdict against the big orange baby cause him to have a noticeable health issue? I feel he is going to have a big health issue, and I feel it's going to be June or July. Once he gets a guilty verdict, I think that he's suddenly going to be, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, kind of.
Yeah, and in the end of June, when the Supreme Court says, sorry, dude, you're not immune, that's when he really falls apart, because who's the judge for the January 6th?
January 6th, it's, oh dear, it's so many of them, it's hard to keep track. It's a woman, right?
She will hurry up and start the process of having a hearing before the election.
Oh, thank you, Lisa Foster. She was telling people about my shot, my little manifest shot.
So sweet. So anyway, do we see a total breakdown? What I see is him losing his mind.
Yes, me too. I feel like he's already losing it. Don't you see it? He's already losing it bit by bit, being more and more noticeable.
He's going to have what his mom and dad had.
Alzheimer's, yes.
Judge Chutkin.
Chutkin, yeah, that's right. I knew if I heard it, I'd know it. But yeah, now she's the one you said for the January 6th. Do you feel like they're going to, Cannon's kicking the can down the road. So do you feel when they finish this trial in time that he'll have to go to the January 6th trial?
That's what I was feeling. This is what causes him to sort of fall apart.
Yeah.
I see that he's the minute they get it, he doesn't have immunity or give it back to the Judge Chutkin. I see the motion. I see like waves. So I think Smith is in on it. He's like really done and dusted with him.
Yeah, I agree. Well, they always said about 2 years ago, it was always going to be a woman that took him down. It's been years ago that it was a woman. And look at this. We've got E.G. Carroll. We've got all these women. The women are the ones that are standing up.
And the abortion thing, they think that they're going to get away with that. Did you see that Robinson guy that's running for governor? He's not going to win, by the way. I look forward to the day women can't vote anymore.
Yes.
What makes you think you're going to get elected with that kind of language?
Do you know how many people in this country are women voters? And do you think they're going to let that slide? Even the Republican women voters, they may not tell their husbands, but they're going to vote. They're not going to vote for him. I have a couple friends, and they were diehard Trumpers. And I told them, we can't talk about this, because I've lost friends. I don't want to lose you. I've known you since kindergarten, but I don't want to talk about politics. She called me up and she started saying something like, I want to talk to you about something. And she started to bring up politics. And I'm like, no. So anyway, she goes, no, listen to me. And I'm like, all right, I'm listening to you. But if you're going to praise Trump, I don't want to hear it. I'm telling you. And she said, I think we shouldn't vote for Biden or Trump. And I says, well, if you don't vote for either, then you might as well vote for Trump still. You're still voting for Trump because, and I tried to tell her everything because she got me and I was on a rant. It was like this long what I wrote or texted her. And because I couldn't stop, I'm like, and did you know, blah, blah, blah. And did you know, blah, blah. Because I wanted her to know all the things that Fox isn't telling her. Well, she said, don't be mad at me, Deann, but I'm not going to vote. Period. I'm not going to vote. And I think that's what's going to happen with a lot of Republicans, that Nikki Haley people, he said he don't want them. They're either going to go to Biden.
Did you hear a group of the Nikki Haley people have met with the Biden team? Because
yeah, and he said, I'll take you. I want you. And he's shown himself too that he is a president for all of the people. He's not saying, Democrats, I'll help you. Republicans, look at Texas. You know, he is, you know, he's helping them twice. You know, it's been Democrats, you know, to help them. And Ted Cruz said that he was not going to, what was it? He's not going to say he will accept the results of the 2024 election. He's already saying it. And I feel like he's not going to get reelected. What he did, the Cancun cruise thing, he's due in 2024. And I do feel like they may vote Democrat, because look what they've done. Look at what the Republicans have done, what Abbott has done, what Ted Cruz did when they were in trouble. People died. Now we've got tornadoes, winds, you know, all this stuff, and they're in need. And who comes to their rescue? Biden. What did Trump do when we had COVID? He's like, give the respirators or whatever to the Republican states first, you know?
Yeah, that was terrible.
He's politicizing, saving people's lives, you know? So I think that Ted Cruz is going to be out. I don't know. How do you feel about it? I know it's a real red state, but
well, I'll tell you, I did a throw on Nikki Haley, and her career is over with.
Yes.
Even if she thinks I'll join the Trump team, hopefully he won't make it to the end and I can jump in. She's not going to be the new president. She
screwed up royal, because, you know, when she said she's saying all this bad stuff about him, okay, because she was wanting to get his voters. And now she's like, well, just like Barr, they'd say all this bad stuff about him, but I'm still going to vote for him. He's a horrible person, but I'm still going to vote for him. And I think if she thinks she's going to be his vice president, she's got another thing coming.
Oh, I know. You know, she's got a mind of her own. He'd be better off with someone like Ben Carson. He doesn't want someone that has a mind.
Yeah, he needs somebody who's going to sleep through all this stuff and just say, yeah. Ben Carson would not go against him at all. He'd be asleep half the time. And just like Pence was. Pence just was like, you know, a fly.
That's why we were shocked that Pence didn't listen to him and still went ahead. Did you know that Kennedy was in on that? Not Kennedy. Alito was in on that?
Which thing?
Justice Alito was going to be the one that would help say, yeah, send it back. Biden didn't win. But they couldn't get Pence, because Pence turned around and voted. They voted at 3 a.m. and that was it. It was over.
And he flew his flag. They upside down. They were showing that too. And didn't he blame that on his wife? The flag being flown upside down.
Yeah.
All kinds of crap about that.
I see him sitting with his arms crossed. So do you see? I see. Well, first of all of them are going when Biden wins again. I see big hearings with the Senate, but I don't know. He's really going to be. Did you hear about Judge Sotomayor? She said sometimes she just goes in her office and cries.
No, I didn't.
It's so bad out there. She said these people don't listen to reason.
No, they don't.
She's sitting in there with 5 maggots.
Yeah, look at, you know, Boebert and MTG are like the mean girls in high school. You know, they really are bullies. Trump is a bully. A lot of these people are bullies. Then you got the one lady who shot her puppy and her goat, and she thinks she's going to be vice president.
Oh, no. Even Bannon had bad words to say about her.
Even Judge per whatever her name, you know, the lady that drinks, Perrine, I can't think. That starts with a P. You know who I mean, on Fox.
Yeah, Janine.
Janine Pereira, or whatever her name is. She even said, you know, she ruined her career. You know, people on both sides, we all love dogs. We all love our animals. Oh, thank you, Betty.
Yeah, that was, I couldn't believe it. And that was a puppy.
I
She
know.
just couldn't give it to somebody to raise?
Right. If I had a puppy and I thought, okay, I can't control this dog, first I would either, she's got money, I would go and take it to a professional trainer and get it trained and get help. Or I would give it to somebody who is better at training dogs than me. Realize, okay, this isn't a good fit for me, but to shoot it and then to write about it and brag about it. And then she threatened to shoot Biden's dog. Oh, come meet Cricket. Telling his soldier or whatever his dog's name is. I thought, oh yeah, you've ruined your career too. Who's going to
Oh
have
my
her?
God. Oh no, too many Secret Service around. She'd be shot dead before she could pull that gun out.
What did
But
you
I
think?
hired a professional trainer for Lulu when she
You
was just
did?
a little thing. Yes, and he'd come out with the little chicken pieces, and he was trying to get her potty trained so she'd go outside. And while he was talking to her and she was outside, all of a sudden she took off and she runs in the house. And I thought, what is she doing? Why is she going in the house? And we come walking in the door, and there she is taking a big crap.
My little dog, we took her to PetSmart for training. I spent a ton of money on that dog, and he was the best dog in class. He'd sit, he'd stay, he'd do whatever you told him to for a treat. And he was only this big. I mean,
Yeah.
when he found out he got a treat, he'd sit right away. But if you didn't have treats, forget about it. You're going to pay me if you want me to sit and lay down and roll over. I ain't doing it for free. And so that dog never would do it for free. He wanted paid.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about. Yeah, Ted Cruz. That was the next question that he said he wasn't going to accept it if he lose. And I said, why can't his followers? And he said that Trump is already prepping people. I think Trump's already prepping people to fight for him if he loses, and he's already planning to say it was.
Yeah, but see, he's gonna lose. They're gonna lose in the House too. They're gonna lose big time.
And the Senate, yep, I think so
And
too.
these people better start thinking about what they need to do to save their own careers. To hell with Trump.
I think that's why they're fighting so hard for him, because they know they're guilty too. MTG, Gates, a lot of them, they know they're guilty too. And I think even Johnson's got some stuff about him. Somebody who makes their young son be in control of their porn habits is not quite right.
Yeah.
So I think that they want President Trump in because they think that they won't get in trouble or be indicted. And he's probably told them as much. I'll protect you. You get me in, I'll protect you.
Yeah.
But he's not to be trusted. As soon as they disagree with him, he'd throw them under the bus.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So the next one was, let's see. Oh, I saw there was a video on Trump talking about it was about Trump. It was talking about a unified right, which was Hitler's language. He said an intern did it and he didn't know about it. However, how do you feel? Do you feel that's a dog whistle that to his white supremacists, or just to please his white supremacists? Because that's the big bulk of his MAGA people. Or do you think he really didn't know about it?
Who is this? Who's he?
This was the intern. They made a video about, and it was saying, they were talking about that this was going to be, it says we are the unified Reich, which is Hitler's, the Third Reich or whatever. So that's Hitler's. He's 3 times used, he's used Hitler's language.
Oh yeah, he would become a little Hitler. Trump would.
Yeah, and I don't believe him that he didn't know about it. I think he did know about it, but then when he gets backlash, then he's like, "Oh, it was the intern. I did not know." Did
you ever see somebody see between Nikki Haley and him and all? They all say things and then change their mind, when it suits them.
Yes, I've even seen them show Trumpers videos of things that he has said. And that, like, are you on the border? Are you interested in the border? Yeah, I'm interested in the border. And they show him what Trump said about not passing that bill, or what do you think? He must have had a good reason. They will, or if you show them a video with it coming out of his mouth, they're like, I don't know if that's really him. Now that they mentioned AI, they'll say, oh, that's probably AI. They don't believe anything. And it's like,
you can't stop them. But here's the good news. There's more people standing in the light than there are the people in the darkness.
Yes. And we are going to have a big old party when Biden wins. You know, I think there's going to be dancing in the streets just like before, only better. In other countries are watching us. They are just as interested in him losing. And I guarantee you there will be parties. I will dance in the street. I'll go in the middle of my street and be dancing. I'm going to be yelling, screaming.
Well, I think we're going to be celebrating maybe even this next Friday when Trump is found guilty.
This Friday, you're thinking?
I'm thinking it might be Friday.
Oh, that's
Arthur was thinking the same thing.
Let me see. I'm going to see what my pendulum says.
Okay.
Okay. Is Trump going to be found guilty? Let's see. Today, what's today? Saturday?
Today's Saturday.
Monday. Okay, I'm going to do it up here so you can see. Will it be Monday? Will he be found guilty? First, will Trump be found guilty? Tell me. Yes. Okay, stop. Will it be on Monday next week? Tuesday? Stop. Wednesday? Stop. Thursday? Friday? Show me stronger. I'm getting Friday.
Okay.
So I don't know. And time is hard to tell, like you guys say, but
they got closing statements Tuesday and Wednesday, and then they'll hand it to the jury and they'll work on it Thursday and Friday.
I missed what happened with that guy that testified. They said that it was a big mistake to have him testify.
Oh yeah, that's when that's when I told everybody I saw the judge telling the jurors to get out of the room, and he was all upset, and that happened because Costello was showing his rear and trying to stare down the judge. The judge said, "Are you staring me down?" Because when he would when people would say objection, Your Honor, if he said something, the guy would go, huh. He was trying to be a big shot. And guess what? Bannon goes to court there next week. And guess who his attorney is? And he'll appear before Judge Manchin. And his attorney is Costello.
Oh, that is karma. That is karma. You know, who's stupid enough to piss off the judge when you're being tried?
But he was trying to stare him down.
Yeah.
I love it. And I like what the people who talk about it on MSNBC, somebody was saying, and I believe this, jurors are very connected to the judge because that's their person, because he's very attentive towards the jury, this judge especially. And he wants to make sure they're okay and what do you need, blah, blah, blah. So they tend to have like a real connection to him. And they don't appreciate people disrespecting them. And I told everybody, I'm going to tell you now, if they ever interview, I doubt right now that those people will interview the jurors. I think in a way they'll stay away because they don't want their families in trouble. But I will tell you, if anybody comes out and says something about this, part of the reason they decided guilty, maybe not guilty on all the charges, but pretty much guilty, they're going to say because he was falling asleep and snoring. And I really took that as a disrespect, and he didn't care what would happen.
Wow. Well, you know, I wonder, you know, I also noticed too, he said something about the judge. He goes, well, did you see where he's from? Because he's Colombian, you know, born, probably here since a child, I think. But
he's from Colombia? I thought he was from Puerto Rico. No?
I think it's Colombia. You guys in the chat, tell me if I'm wrong.
You guys know where the judge is from?
But the thing is,
I know he's good looking.
Yes, he is. And you know, I've always been attracted to guys, Hispanic and Latin guys and Italian. And, you know, I guess because I'm blonde and I'm so fair, the opposite is attractive to me. My daughter's half Hispanic too, and Native American. But you know,
yes, AJ said it's Colombia. Yeah.
Yes. And so he's Colombian. And I think another judge, he said the same thing. They can't be impartial because he's Mexican. Well, Cannon is from Colombia too. She's Colombian too. But I don't see him say one thing about her.
Yeah, yeah.
So that shows you too. He has nothing to do. Oh, and Martha said, calm down, ladies. I know I get excited, Martha Bean. I'm sorry. Just the thought of him being out of here and facing justice.
It's close by, you guys. It's close by. Don't you worry. I don't know what we'll have to talk about after all this is over. I might get to retire.
Well, I'll do my paranormal stuff and my personal stuff, and I'll just have to maybe wipe off the
I
plate.
might actually, instead of talking about current events, maybe do more, since I'm not going to be reading people like I used to. I end in December. I might just open it up for people to ask questions, personal questions.
Yeah, and everybody likes that. Oh, I got to ask you this one before we go. What did you think about? I love this woman, Jasmine Crockett. She is trademarking her bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
I
You
love it.
know, she came
Did
up
you
with
see? Did you see that video someone took of Marjorie Taylor Greene, and the woman said to her, "Hey, there's the bleach blonde," and the look on her, on Marjorie Taylor Greene, she gave her the heart. She goes, "Oh, you don't like that?"
Yeah, I heard seen that, and she's gonna get a whole lot more of that, And then, hi, Kevin, loving vibrations here.
Hi, Kevin.
But yeah, I think that when she did that, she didn't say her name in the court. She just said, "Okay, I want to be clear." So she should have been removed for that, attracting somebody physically like that. What she said. So she said, "I just want to be clear. So we're allowed. I can say somebody has a bleach blonde butch bot, And she didn't say her name. So they were telling her, "Hey, hey." She goes, "No, no, no. I'm just trying to be clear here. Is this what we're doing? Is this what is the rules allow?" So, because they should have kicked her out when she did that. So and now she's trademarking it because there are people writing songs about it.
Yeah,
Yes, instead of Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers, they're saying that this is going to be the new saying bleach blonde butch body. But I wonder how somebody asked how Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to feel about it. Who was it asking me that? Let me see. It was Donna Howard. She says it's reported that Janine Crockett is trademarking her bleach blonde, bad built butch body. What will MTG's reaction be? And I put, yeah, she's going to be upset, but and I could see her threatening defamation, but she never mentioned her name. She never mentioned her name. She just said the words. Everybody knows.
Unfortunately, I don't see Marjorie Taylor Greene losing. I would love for her to lose, but the people in Georgia that like her, they really like her. So
I was just looking. Somebody said, when 45 doesn't look where he's from, where he's from, why does no one call Trump out for his family claiming to be Swedish for decades to hide his criminal German grandfather's actions? Yeah, his grandfather was from Germany. We are all, unless you're Native American, you are an immigrant. And you are, yes, my daughter's part, but I obviously I have Blackfoot Indian in me, but I don't know where, because I didn't get any teeny bit of a tan. But
right.
But yeah, unless you're Native American, you are an immigrant. And we always said, give me your poor, give me your tired, give me your hungry. This is supposed to be the land of the free, home of the brave. That's what we've been known for, the mixing pot. So now
America has worked their pachikas off. Ronald Reagan came in and started working against mental health. After we beat Germany, a lot of Nazis came to live here in America. So there's always been that, and back in the days when Roosevelt was in office, it was nothing but Ku Klux Klan that ran the Senate and the Congress. It was nothing but read Rachel Maddow's book. It was nothing but white nationalists. And remember, Rachel Maddow told us that they were going to try to take over. They got the DOJ to come off of their backs when they were investigating them, because they were trying to take over the United States as Nazis. And then somehow, I haven't finished the book yet, somehow America was saved. We always get saved. That's something else.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the name of the book? Do you know?
What is it, you guys? Is it Extreme? I think I have it on audio.
I can always look it up. It's probably her most recent book.
Yeah, hold on.
I read your book. I loved it. Me and Bill read it together. I read it out loud to him.
Prequel.
Prequel. Okay, I'll have to get that. I like Rachel Maddow. I know you said sometimes she can get on the negative side a little bit.
Well, she speaks the truth in like a scientist, you know. She doesn't give us a little bit of a break. Let us take a breath, will you?
I know.
She's that type that says, and then the dog died. You know, it's like, would you give us a break?
Do you feel, before we go, I know it's 35, so we're going to go, guys, in a little bit. I just wanted to ask you a quick question. Do you feel that Trump is going to be jailed? You know, after this?
He will be put maybe like a house arrest, and he'll be able to partake in, right? But his mind is going. I'm telling you right now. I don't know if he makes it to be able to, for the vote. I really don't. They're going to come up with a reason why he can't debate. They will, because he's just going to be off. He's going to be too off. Can you imagine that? Why? I want Biden to have a drug test. Hey, say I would if I was Biden. Biden, I'd say, yeah, you too, sucker.
Yeah, you know, he's been known in New York allegedly for doing, you know what, starts with a C, you know?
Yeah.
And so his son. So maybe they need a drug test too. I'd say, yeah, you get one and I'll get one.
For drugs, and test them for syphilis.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know that I wish I could talk with you more, but I know you are Superwoman. Do you have any more collabs after this, or are you done?
Yeah, I've got Jen Bushman right after this. That's my last one. I've been going all day, you guys. And I hope I broke the record.
I bet you did. You need to put your pajamas on after.
People like you and everybody, you guys don't drain me. You make me happy. The 3 clients I had this morning were beautiful clients. Wonderful. And thus far, the collabs I've had, just wonderful. So it's been a happy experience.
Well, that's how I feel. When I have you on, I feel like it's like I'm talking to a friend. I'm having a cup of coffee and talking to a friend.
We really enjoy talking to each other. Yeah.
And I forget sometimes. It's like I forget I'm even on air, that other people sometimes are
we'll start chit-chatting. Yeah. Oh, and Arthur. He's so funny.
I love him.
He's hysterical. By the way, we need to have a collab, all of us together, not necessarily on the show. To talk about the event Saturday. September, because we're getting close now.
Okay, you let me know, and I'll see if I can try to lose some of this weight before I go. I'm not sure.
Don't even go there. Nobody cares. You and I can sit and watch you and your husband and I can sit, watch everybody, and eat our chili cheese sandwich.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. And now sit where they can only see me this far up again. I look skinny this far up. Well, you have a good day, and everybody.
Thank you. And congratulations, by the way, on your new grandbabies.
Oh, another thing too that I got to tell you. Guess what? I hit my 5,000. I went to.
Oh, you hit 5,000! Fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm going to have a party. Well, my idea of a party, sitting home in this chair, having me something, maybe a cup of coffee or something. But I'm going to have Tuesday. I think I'm going to have a little party, and I'm going to have some giveaways.
Are you going to send me a link?
Yeah, you want to come?
Yeah, I'll come. If I'm not, what time though?
7.
7. I can do 7. Yeah.
6 your time. 6 your time.
Send it to me.
I will. Bye, and then maybe you can swing by. And I'm going to give away some roller balls. I'm going to give away some free readings. And Cool Crone is going to come in and show me how to do that spinny wheel thing, so I don't have to write down everybody's name and cut it on a piece of paper and put it in a bowl. I'm old school. So
yeah.
Well, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for supporting Linda. I can't imagine anybody's here who's not a subscriber to Linda, but if you aren't, then you better be. Because
and listen, I was on Sherry's channel yesterday for the birthday for Amy, and people have been getting taken off. It's not purpose. For some reason, there's some glitch in the system.
Yeah.
And you think you be sure to check and see. I was on and people were saying, Linda, I'm not subscribed to your channel anymore. And they had to resubscribe. And somebody else was saying that all of a sudden they lost a bunch of people. I said, oh, they're not leaving you. It's a glitch in the system. So you guys check and make sure you're still subscribed. I'm going to check when I get off this with Deann and myself.
And hit the little bell again too. If you're not getting notifications, hit the little bell again so that you get them and you can tell when we're having videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll send you a link. I just got to check with Tanya if she's out of town and see if she can make it. If she can do that day, I'll send you a link. And we're just going to do some personal readings, a few personal readings. And
I'll do some. Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, you guys, love you.
Thank you.
Look at Carrie said, yes, I was taken off.
Oh, you were?
Isn't that something?
Well, yeah.
More people yesterday said that they were taken off my channel. I said, it wasn't me, trust me.
And Arthur said something too about somebody.
Oh, listen, Connie just said, if you don't watch for a period of time, YouTube will unsubscribe you, even if they are on your Isn't that interesting?
Well, that's baloney.
No, we got to keep it going. Thank you, guys.
Right.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Water Lily.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bora, Ness. Thank you, you guys.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
Bye. I got to go do another collab.
Me too. Okay, bye, everybody. See you later.